Hey guys, it's Brandon. I'm about to be doing a match analysis of myself versus lowercasemike, aka Greg, the Ganondorf player. Uh, Obviously, I'm going to be doing this in Greg's point of view because if I analyzed my own match and was like, yo, I'm so cool, look at me do this or whatever, I'm going to come off as possibly the single most conceited bastard on the planet. And you guys get to look at my ugly mug. I looked ugly as shit this day, so I'm sorry about that. Don't look at my camera. Look at Greg's camera. He's a cutie. No homo though. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna get right into it because Greg asked me to analyze this match. And I'm kind of excited to do this one too. So I feel like there might be stuff for me to say. I don't know. I've actually watched this one a few times as opposed to the other ones. I've watched this one like twice maybe.
It's not even that it's not even, we just don't want it to be a total domination. We're not supposed to,
Oh, look at me sneezing.
not supposed
I'm such a loser.
Cyborg is the favorite in this, so
I guess that means that people who sneeze are just
Greg is
losers.
my bro. The resident Ganondorf man? Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
Resident Evil. 7, not sponsored. Resident Evil is pretty accurate. The resident terror of the CEV group and its de facto leader Cyborg against our favorite Ganon boy, lowercase Mike.
Alright,
My main man, Greg, he's gonna win this.
He is.
I'm calling it.
you were wrong, Jake.
But don't tell him you
I
said
honestly,
believe in
I think I banned Battlefield.
Makes a game I'm popping off, by the way.
Have fun.
I banned Dreamland. I believe,
Have fun waiting.
I don't know.
Oh, look, it's Pokemon Stadium 2.
I actually have no idea.
Stage ever. I don't like
I believe the beginnings is just hand warmers, yeah. Oh, okay. Right here. Alright, I'm gonna be analyzing this from Greg's perspective. I like what he does right off the bat with trying to just like float right in and just threaten. Floats are pretty threatening, which is, you know, that's obviously good. You want to threaten your opponent. You don't want to just be a complete pushover. I think he tried to go for a shield grab there, but I got him. I just caught him. You know, not much more you can say there. That was a good idea for the fair, but there's alright. That up B was terrible. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. That up B was actually garbage. Typical Greg option. Side B from the ledge is new, I think. I don't think he used to do that. And then obviously the down B caught me on the roll. Trademark Greg. There's not really much you could have done about that there. That was just kind of, he had that grin and bear it. That was kind of cool. Float cancel up air. One thing you can do as Ganon against fireballs, I don't know if it's like necessarily the best way to deal with them. I know you can nair him, and he stomped him, that works too. But you can also back air him. So I think you can like reverse float and then like back air him as an approach. Like not be reverse, but like you can reverse, you know, not like a balance, but just like reverse while like going towards me. I don't know. That was a very lucky triangle dash from me. Watch this. I think I should have gotten grabbed by that, but I kind of just triangle dashed out of the way. Down throw, fair, yep. I am lame.
Both characters have down throw fair combos, by the way.
Yeah.
Your friend of it? Thanks.
Now these two contenders are something else.
I feel like Greg isn't really playing neutral very much. He's just kind of waiting for me to make a mistake and punishing me for it. And it's working pretty well, but like I'm always getting the openings, which is probably why I won this match. And then sometimes he'll just come in with an aerial. A lot of times just coming down with unsafe aerials. I want to see more waveland movement from him, like what he's doing here, but like in neutral. And then more defensive play, because Ganondorf is really good at just like, you know, like fade back bears, just trying to make your opponent come in, you know? Kill him with the up smash there. I think I've read the roll. I don't know. I don't really care enough to go back because I'm not trying to analyze myself. See, at this point with Greg, I feel like he really, I mean, that was a really good way to come down, actually. Alright, right here, I made such a terrible mistake, and I want to draw attention to it, just because I want to. All right, check me out. Check out how terrible this is. I think, like, as he hits me here, right? Hits me with the up air. I think he stole my jump. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So throw a fireball, cover him, I get him. I still had a jump. So when I pressed up to do up B, I jumped, and it put me in this terrible spot. And then Greg punishes accordingly, takes my stock. So that was a really good punish from Greg to punish me on a really terrible mistake I made. But it was a pretty bad mistake. But yeah, I feel like he's just kind of playing uh, a style in which he's trying to just wait for me to mess up, and it's really not doing him very good at this point in this match. He's not winning neutral enough to really get much off of it. I also think he should have tried to get more grabs, because I don't know, I don't think he can chain grab Mario, but he can definitely pack a lot of damage off of a grab. Let's see, I ban Wario, that makes sense. And Green Hill makes sense too, yeah. I definitely don't want to take him to small stages. I know he likes big stages, but I also like big stages, so I'm more comfortable here. So this is a decent pick from him, I guess. I mean, we both like the stage, so it's like, I guess it just comes down to who likes it more. Yeah, I was not taking that terrible SD. Right, let's see how he plays this match. I feel like he'll play this one differently. Yeah, even here, like, he's waiting for me to approach and do bad things, which is why he got that opening there. It just didn't close it out. So I feel with Ganon, as soon as you get an opening that's more than one hit, you want to try and carry it to death. Just because winning neutral Ganon is not easy, but your punishes are so, like, you can pack so much damage that it's like whatever. Yeah, that was a terrible down air for me. I get punished accordingly. Again with the up B, that was... I feel like he could have just double jump up aired or just waited for me to try and come down and then punish.
If you guys ever see my tag that says my up B, now you know why.
The fireballs at the ledge, to be 100% honest, I don't know how you deal with that. I feel like you should just grab ledge and then wait for me to use my options off stage and then figure out what to do from there. But, like, it is pretty hard. You're going to want to keep refreshing your ledge invincibility, which you can't really do that well in this game, because you can only get a certain number of ledge grabs. That was a good down B after my missed back air.
I didn't go for that. I could have definitely hit him.
Yeah, I feel like I'm out of range where that'll just work.
Oh, we gave him the boot.
Maybe he had the double jump or something? Yeah, I'm dead.
He has the really long dash dance, which helps him out. And his combo game is so fluid. I also like both spaces in the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, because, like, he isn't playing bad in particular. He's just, like, he's not getting as much out of his openings as he'd want. And he's not really playing much of a neutral. He's just kind of waiting for me to make a mistake. And obviously, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole by saying, like, oh, you did this bad or whatever, but, like, constructively, I feel like you definitely want to try and play more of a neutral game. Oh, crap. Let me get that back. Alright, hold on. That was actually sick. This was a really good opportunity right here. Had that worked, he was just a little too early. I think he fast fell, maybe? Does he fast fall here? Alright, to hit the down air? I feel like... Oh, I don't know. Maybe... Yeah, I guess he... I don't think he did. I don't know. That was really, really close. Had he gotten that down air, I would have been shook as hell. That would have been huge. It was a really good idea, though. That down air was not a good idea.
Welcome to PM Jack, everybody.
Because there's like one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to sweet spot ledge or I'm going to up beat you. And a lot of the time, like when I'm recovering, I'm pretty decent at mixing up my recovery. If like I can predict that you're going to go for an option and you're like at the ledge preparing that option, I'm going to up beat early. So either A, you hit me with the option, I land on stage and like can tech it and then just punish you for it. Or B, I'll hit you with the up B and then it'll just flip the situation entirely. which is what happens here. I get center stage immediately. I feel like Ganon might like center stage a lot too. I mean, like that goes for all characters, but like I feel like if you can get the opponent at the corner, because with Ganon, you're not trying to combo very much. You're just trying to push him off stage. So I feel like if you can hold center stage with Ganon, that might be huge. I don't know. I'm still a shitty player at the end of the day. I'm not that great, but that seems like it would be really good for Ganon. I mean, obviously you want to use the platforms if you're not at center stage, but I feel like you want to try and grab it if possible at all. And these up airs are not very good. I in this situation again, I think you should wait for me to try and get to ledge, and then either just ramen noodles, like just wave dash back and ledge hog. Maybe grab ledge and up air or back air, but like the down airs are definitely not working on me.
I like Marth on the stage too.
Wait, can Ganon levitate off?
Do you just like the stage? Dreamland's my favorite stage. Marth is good on this stage. Hey, he combos. Wait, he combos on platform.
Ooh, dash tech, grab. Yeah, at this point I'm used to him punishing me with down B for overextending, so I kind of just like reacted accordingly and ran away. Like, it's a good option a lot of the time, but because a lot of people don't expect it, but once it's becoming predictable, it's so easy to avoid and punish. So you want to mix up the way you punish people for stuff like that more often. I don't know, I guess yeah, there's not much to take away from this one, unfortunately. I feel like the big takeaway is just try to play more of a defensive neutral and less of just try to ride me for my mistakes kind of thing. And also you want to try and push me off stage more. Maybe maintaining center stage is a really good idea. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to figure out a lot of it for yourself. All I can really do is instill a few ideas in your head and see where we can take it from there. Not a bad job. That was a pretty decent job, but you know, I mean, obviously Greg's still improving, and he's improved a lot since CEVO, which is saying a lot because that was his best performance up to that point. But yeah, I would love to see how a match with my Mario versus Ganon would go now that he's gotten even better. Would it be the same? Would it be different? I have no idea. So sorry if you didn't get as much out of this as you may have hoped for, but I don't know. It was kind of a pretty basic match. Really, all I can say is just try to tighten up the neutral, maybe try to maintain center stage, and definitely clean up the edge guards. Because there were a lot of situations where you had me off the edge and could have taken the stock pretty cleanly, but you went for the down air, and I was just working around it every time. And I get that it's really not the easiest thing in the world to edge guard Mario, but the down airs were not working, so it's definitely going to require a little bit more fiddling around with things to see what'll work and what won't. Alright, well, either way, thanks for watching.